Mic check, 1, 2. What is this? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Don Peoples and Trav. Two of your favorite Gemini partners, man, back up in the building, man, on this July 4th, Monday. Trav, what's happening, bro?
Just cooling like I do, man. Y'all already know, man. Enjoying this day off for real, because that's all it is. And I've been
Absolutely,
asleep
man.
half that day.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yeah, man. I was gonna say, man, July 4th for us, man, obviously, ain't no independence. And the way the country is going, are we really free anyway? I mean, are we really at a state to where people are feeling proud to be an American right as we speak today? Um, the first thing we see on TV is not patriotism and us standing together. What we see is another mass shooting. And I really don't know where to go with it. Obviously, you're going to get the same talk, right? Ban the guns, ban the guns, ban the guns. But at the end of the day, if half that crowd had their own bullets, then it would have been a ceasefire situation.
Half what crowd? What you talking about? You heard me? You just froze up, bro.
Shit. Can you hear me?
nah, you good.
Okay. No. So no, I'm talking about what just happened today. As we recording, there was another shooting in mass shooting in Chicago at their parade. Obviously, so we'll get into that in a little bit. Or unless you're gonna pull something up real quick.
Was that today or that was yesterday? I think that was yesterday, wasn't it?
No, and the July 4th shooting parade is breaking what news? No, this was today, I think.
Okay, let me see. Let me find that right quick. Like, because I was reading something earlier where it was saying 6 people dead, 24 shot, or something like that. But let me find that for you right quick, like, because I know exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, 6 people killed in the parade shooting. Search for suspect is underway. Even if it was, obviously, if it was yesterday, obviously today. I know this is breaking news across the country right now, and it's a situation to where the same rhetoric is going to be put out. They want to take our guns. They want us to disarm America. Well, if half those people had guns or protection, then at that point, it would have been maybe different, but you can't have people and put everybody in one loop. Like if it's one person that is crazy enough to shoot up a parade or whatever the case may be, that shouldn't be held everybody shouldn't be held accountable for that. And so I wanted to just throw this whole situation in real quick. Like everybody shouldn't be accountable for what's actually going on here. You know what I mean? This is a situation I feel that is going to continue. We're going to have people that when you go to these parades, when you go to these mass gatherings, you're liable to run into somebody that want to cause you harm or cause people harm that's around you. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta pay mind to that. And I think they're gonna just try to spin this like they've always done. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part about it.
So this the shooter right here?
Nah, that shooter, they're saying that it's underway. The suspect is considered I don't know.
This is the shooter. Listen, authorities continue to hunt late Monday afternoon for the shooter, who authorities said shortly before 5 p.m. that they had identified Robert E. Bobby Cremo III.
Some weird looking mother. Like, look at this guy, bro. Like, does this dude look like somebody that you would invite home to mama? Is this? Is this the
black?
person?
I don't think a black girl will. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a white girl.
I'm saying, man, this guy looks like he's under some type of MK Ultra or some type of high powered drug. Like it's always a weird looking dude that's doing these mass shootings. We lined them all up. None of these dudes would pass the eye test of, man, this dude ain't got, you would know off top that this dude ain't got them all. You know what I mean? So I just look at this situation, man. It's a sad situation. Prayers go out to the family of this shooting, but we know what's going to end up happening with this. The next thing I want to obviously go into, man, is what went on in my home state, near my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. Y'all see the Cavs. Y'all know what time it is. Free agency. We gave Garland that bag, but that's. I digress. But the situation that actually happened in Akron with the young man Jalen Walker, and his whole situation and him being gunned down by authorities, shot over 60 times. Um, they're saying he had a firearm on him. I mean, obviously that's always the case, right? But what warns you to put 60 slugs into a man when he's trying to obviously get away? Like most of the time, we're always trying to get away. Like we're always trying to get and flee out the scene. So I think that this situation right here should be no different. What you think? I mean, what you saying about this, Trey?
They shouldn't have shot bro like that, man. My thing is, if you can't catch him, he gone. He just gonna get away. You know what I'm saying? There was no need for you to be shooting somebody because you done got tired of running. Aren't you a police officer? Aren't you supposed to be physically fit? And then for y'all to unload over 90 rounds, they found like 90 shell casings on the ground, and his body was hit 60 times. Man, he had 60 wounds from gunshots on his body. It's a bit much, man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like over 60 rounds. Like we have to start. This has to be like a lynching or something like this. Like a modern day lynching right here. The cops that fired those rounds, all of them need to get the death penalty, because it's like, come on, man. Like, how many times do you need to shoot somebody that's not firing back at you, and this person is getting away? Now, I'm familiar with Akron. Like I said, Akron's like 30 minutes away from the crib.
They say bro's on the ground already done, man. They still was shooting his ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. They're treating our children like target practice. And with us being and coming from impoverished areas to where these brothers gotta hustle or they gotta do certain things to make a couple of dollars. That's just what it is. And instead of working the McDonald's job or the Walmart job or whatever, you're gonna go out and you're gonna get it how you live. And this puts you in the line of fire and the harm's way of these savages, man, because that's really what they are. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are savages. Like the way that they gunned down this dude, like you said, was just totally unacceptable. It reminds me of a lot of the other killings that take place across the country. And it's unfortunate, man, that this one obviously is the most recent one. But what do we do all the time, right? What we do is we protest, we put our fist up, we shall overcome, justice for Jay. I mean, this is the stuff that, man, we need to get away from. There's no protest that can solve this type of issue and make it to where we're able to, therefore suffice and make way. You feel what I'm saying?
What do you suggest needs to happen, Donnie?
I mean, I feel personally that, you know what I'm saying, that you can't go the route that they wanted to go. Like, oh, we need to defund the police, or we need to get, what I really feel is they need to come out with another form of technology to subdue criminals. Like, we're in 2022. Why are we still firing bullets? Shouldn't we still be on like some type of laser shit right now? Like niggas is like shooting lasers and stuff like that. Like that's what it should be on in 2022. There should be something that they can just shoot. I know we got tasers and stuff like that, but tasers are kind of ill effective for real. They do the job sometime. Like in this situation, a few tasers in his back would have got him down. I don't think you needed to do them like that. So I think they should develop another form of technology, man, that they feel comfortable with, other than bullets, to subdue criminals. Because my question is now, are you trying to arrest the criminals or are you trying to kill the criminals?
I mean, they
That's the
have something
question.
that they're working on right now. Actually, Clayton County Police is the first police department in the United States that are using these new non-lethal rounds. They say that shit, goddamn, you might as well be dead though. The way that shit feel when it hit you.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll see how that works.
Well, it has to be something like that. Something like that needs to get implemented into the situation, because us still using bullets to kill kids, it just don't make no sense. Just to be honest, like we should be past this point. This is the point we should be past now, I think, at this stage of the game. You know what I'm saying? I that's just my personal opinion on that situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it goes. It's like they're gonna get a bag. But like I said, defunding the police to me ain't an option, because the police do certain things that people won't do. Like, you're not gonna solve breaking and enterings. You're not gonna solve rapes, child abductions, like all these things that police have their hands in. Niggas in these communities ain't gonna do. So, do I think that the police should have limited involvement on certain situations? Yeah, but it's like, how can you tell them how to engage when all they're taught is like, look, this, nigga gonna have a hammer on him. You don't know what he might do. And then you got cases where the police get on the wrong side of the stick and they get gunned down. So I just think, man, the one thing I think we can do is change, like I said, the rounds that are being shot out, the pistols. And then obviously we need to have our people for our community. You know what I'm saying?
Would you be willing to change the rounds that are shot out of your pistol?
No, what I'm saying is that
you said no quick to that.
No. So what I'm saying is that this type of situation right here, it can either be solved that way, or it can be solved in a way of, like I said, bringing our own people in. You know what I'm saying? And I know that our own people can be corrupted at that point, but you can at least try this experiment, so to speak. Like, you could try the experiment of having our people inside our community, see how the crime rate and how everything works. And then at that point, we can then, make the determination, hey, is this a good situation, or should we pull the plug on it? Hell, y'all didn't have war on drugs and everything else against us in our community. So why not give us something and try it our way on that type of situation? But defunding the police, I ain't feeling that at all. But like I said, man, God bless the dead man and his family, man. Like I said, I couldn't imagine, losing somebody like this to police violence and brutality. I do think, it's getting out of hand, bro. Just to wrap that all up. But this next thing, though, man, on a lighter note, man, is real crazy, and it kind of made a few headlines and stuff like that. I want to play this clip. It's like a little comedy clip or whatever the case may be. It's the one, right? I want to play this one. The two. Well, I'll let you pull it up, Trav.
What you talking about? What clip you talking about?
Well, it's the one right after the one we sent.
Which one you talking about, Dan?
The third one right after it. Yeah, it's right after the Jalen. You right?
Ain't nothing after the Jalen.
You pass them right over, right there.
That's before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want to play that?
That's the way we run things here. That's the way we like it to be structured.
Nick is a trophy husband, if you will.
We prefer it that way,
Right.
honestly. Like Jen and I make more than enough money by ourselves. We don't need that. We don't want that.
I want to be against this, but I cannot think of a reason why. Does that mean that is good? Help me.
I am a stay-at-home dad. In our household, the women are the breadwinners. That's the way we run things here. That's the way we like it to be structured.
Nick is
What is it about this clip, dog, that you find funny?
I
Or
just think
weird?
he would. I don't think, man. I don't think. You know what? I think, at the end of the day, if they've obviously made it a decision that they're going to ride. They both like the same man, and they feel like they're going to ride this out. So I don't. I just wanted to play this one. I know this was in our in our thing,
I
but it was
seen
kind of
some.
dug out.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of ladies about this a few days ago, actually, and they were like, "Yeah, he's disgusting. That's a problem." You know
He's
what
a
I'm
stay-at-home
saying?
dad. But look though,
He's a
if he's gonna
stay-at-home
do it
dad.
like that, first, if he has kids by both of them, also hopefully he's putting a little bit in the baggie, a little bit in the purse at this point. Like he has to be saving some change. Like if he's saving a couple dollars, and whenever this pipe dream of his ends, or he wants to be independent, or whatever the case may be, then at that point, have enough money to get away. You know what I'm saying? Because like they said, they make more than enough. Maybe both of them together make 150,000 a year. So they like, hey, maybe more than that. You never know. But it's crazy. They're willing to, I don't think they could be making too much, because if they were running like Fortune 500 companies, they're not about to put their face on camera and, do all this type of stuff that they did. So I definitely don't, yeah. But I just wanted to bring that up. I just thought that was crazy. But moving forward, we got a situation now also where Bill Gates, it looks like, man, has made and finally got his grant to be able to now control all of the farmland in North Dakota. Now, I don't know how I feel about that.
Why?
Well, I mean, that's where a lot of our cattle and everything, Kansas and the Dakotas and stuff like that.
Midwest?
Yeah. Like I think him having access and control to our farmland is a problem. This is a guy that wants to have us, meatless and basically be on plant foods and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know really what to think about that. No,
I was
really
just
don't
about
know
to
what
ask you, man, what is your problem with Bill Gates?
I mean, he's the evil genius.
Is that
Bill Gates is the
necessarily
evil
bad,
genius.
though? Is that necessarily a bad thing?
It is for me,
Because I
unfortunately,
mean, what would be the opposite of an evil genius?
a humanitarian.
Who does what for people? Nothing but talk.
No, I mean, I would say a person that is able to. Well, it's not enough of them. I don't feel like we have enough people that have good intentions on this
So
world and what we're trying
you
to
don't
do.
think Bill Gates has good intentions?
Fuck no. No, he doesn't.
So I mean, he has changed your life for the better, though.
No, he hasn't.
Shit, bro. And you don't know what you'll be doing if it wasn't for Windows computers right now.
No, I ain't trying to hear all that, bro.
You don't know what you'll be doing.
I ain't trying to hear all that. But yeah,
Right.
evil
I think a
genius.
lot of people hate people with money, man.
No,
You
that's
know what
not
I'm saying?
true.
Once you get
That's not true. Like
people hate people with a
that's not
lot of
true.
money and power.
That's
And
not
then
true.
they start wondering, like, why are you doing these things? And 9 times out of 10, it's because this is what I want to do with my money.
Right. So you can do, and that's the thing. You can do whatever you want to do with your money, but when your money and your influence is now influencing my life, what I eat, what I choose to put in my body, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, then that's when I got a problem. I got a problem because of that. I don't mind you having bread and being able to, you know, do things for yourself and for your people and people who want to volunteer. But when you start infringing over the whole globe and giving vaccines and all over the globe and all this type of stuff, this is where I got a problem. I don't have a problem with you just having bread. You know, I don't have a problem with
So
Floyd May. Put it like this, for instance, a lot
you
of
saying
niggas hate
that
Floyd
they like
Mayweather. I don't hate Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather
hey,
got
look,
bread. He flaunts it. That's cool. Because you know what? Floyd doesn't do anything that dictates my day to day, but provide entertainment. Bill Gates, his money dictates my day to day because him and vaccines and all these different things that he's pumping, he's trying to give to me and you. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to. That's where you got to you got to draw the line in the sand right there. You got to draw it in the sand. Draw it in the sand. You know. So with him, like, yeah, stay over in the Microsoft lane, stay over in the tech lane. I'm cool with all that. That's where I know you from. But now when you start getting into health, I can't respect you on that type of time. Now when you start getting into farming and agricultural stuff, I can't respect you on that type of time. I know you into depopulation. I know you got, you know, y'all behind Planned Parenthood and everything else. I know your global agenda. So it's like
so
I'm cool. I'm straight.
would you say that Gates is like Lex Luthor and Superman?
I would say that. I mean,
The rich
to
person
be,
that's just
and you
he
know
just
what's
wanna
so
just
crazy, and
destroy things.
it's so crazy. I really want us to go into our next thing. If you can just pull it up, just pull up CERN, because I'm just going to go right into it. I know I don't think I sent that over, but CERN, because I just dropped a piece on it. Y'all go check out our videos on the channel. But obviously, what they'll be doing tomorrow is colliding CERN to and this right here, which is a hydro collider. This thing, they fired it up back in 2016 and they had to shut it down because it was a lot of freaky stuff was being reported. They're now about to get ready to fire this thing up back tomorrow, which will be on the 5th of July. And this thing
And
is
what
going to
is
have
it?
more power. It's going to have more power than the United States gives out in a year, than the UK gives out in a year in one atomic collision. And you know, this thing right here, while we're talking about Roe versus Wade, and we're talking about, you know, all the other stuff that's going on, uh this right here is not getting enough attention.
What are you talking
You know
about?
what I just said. CERN.
How do you spell that?
You spell that CERN. So this right here is not getting enough talk. And this is kind of like the biggest thing that's going on, because what they're trying to do, and what the person who is actually doing CERN has admitted, what they're doing is they're trying to open portals to different dimensions and stuff like that. And in a soft way, say they want to recreate the Big Bang. Uh, you know, I've seen like footage, and I put this in the video, of the cloud activity above the location, which was actually built on Apollyon's temple, by the way. They also have the goddess of Shiva as one of their, one of the Shiva the Destroyer. If you don't know who that is, you need to look that up. But you know, all the occultic things that they have there, and for them to want to open up portals and shit, like, to me, you know, they're even saying that they don't know if this is going to create a black hole, or they don't know if this thing is going to end up opening up something, and something's can obviously come through. My whole thing is, it's like, okay, if something comes through, do you don't think that they know that we're trying to get over there? Like that we're trying to come through this other dimension? Like, we've tried this before. This is not the first time. My whole thing is, okay, if we're trying to get over there, what happens if we let a whole fucking army through of some fucking ghouls and goblins, or whatever you want to call it? Because I mean, at that point, they know we're trying to come through. They have to be looking at their sky or whatever they're looking at, right? Like, okay, something's obviously about to get ready to happen. You know, it just makes you wonder. But when the person says it out of his mouth, though, like, yo, we're looking for portals. You know, we're trying to open portals. I mean, we're trying to view and see other dimensions. Like, what? This is what I have a problem with. See, when you have money, I don't even know who's behind CERN, but when you have that type of money and that type of influence, that's where I got a problem. Like, you can have your money, play with your toys, stuff like that. But if you're saying out of your mouth that you don't know if this thing will create a black hole that can possibly suck us in, like, that's what I mean. Now you're affecting me and mine all the way. You know what I'm saying? So no. Not that I have a problem with people with money. I have a problem with people with money that want to play with my life with their money. You know, and what's so crazy about this whole thing with CERN is that you fuck around and let something through, and they got bases and bunkers and nukes, and you know, they got all type of protection and layers and shit. Nigga, I live in a fucking house, and I don't have nothing I can run to whatever if they let something out of there.
So you want them to stop doing research.
No, this is past research right here. Like, you're trying to find the God particle, like things of that nature. Like nah, it's certain things that the universe, the Almighty, put in place for us not to go. Like, he put the sky and this dome and everything else. He put all this stuff in place for us to stay in the place, not for us to try to open up dimensions and portals and shit like that. Like, I don't want to see nothing come through the sky and all like that. And you know what I mean? Like, that's just not what I'm on, you know? And then it, like I said, for the naive ones though, it's like, you know, their logo is a 666. For, you know, like I said, they have the goddess of Shiva right outside of their fucking headquarters, and that's like she's the goddess of destruction. Then you have Apollyon, the destroyer. Like, come on, man. Like, it's too much anarchy going through right there. It's too much. So this is not like you're just trying to open up and see what's on the other side of the rainbow type shit. You really want to try to open up some shit and bring back ancient deities and shit. I'm cool with that, bro. Like, I'm cool. And like I said, people can continue to think on the superficial side and all like that. And like I said, play your basketball, be into your abortions and all that. These motherfuckers trying to open up portals and dimensions on y'all niggas. This is what they on. You feel what I'm saying? They trying to bring back the Antichrist and shit like that, while we are entertained with all the bullshit. So, you know, I suggest everybody look into what's going on, because tomorrow is the real fireworks. God damn it. This shit's about to go off tomorrow, and they're going to hit this thing together. So with enough power to fire up the United States for a year with electricity. They're going to use that in the United States and the UK. So can you imagine how much electricity is used for the year for the United States and the UK? And you're gonna do this in one bang. Like, come on, man. This is a whole different type of time right here. But this doesn't get the news. You know, what gets the news is the next thing we're going to talk about, which is the response of the baby mama. Now, for y'all who haven't been following, obviously she's made the news because she has, you know, she was upset because her baby father only brought one McDonald's meal. First off, that nigga, he should be bringing more than a McDonald's meal, bringing that poison to your kids and shit like that, man. Come on, my nigga, come on. But you know, she wanted to respond because she went viral. So, you know, she was like, oh shit, I'm going viral, girl. So she was ready to come up in this thing. And she had a couple of things she wanted to like kind of address to the people. And so we're gonna hear what she got to say, and then we'll chime in. We'll chime in for the win.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew this situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
You can't bring me down. Everybody can't bring me down. Like, she wanted to get emotional about that fucking 2 for 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, first off, sister, I feel you a little bit because of this one thing. If dude is still trying to smash on you and grab on you, like he's trying to do these type of things to you, if he's trying to do all that type of stuff, then I understand totally why you're doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that and I feel like in that case, if you were doing it at one point in time and you're also still trying to smash on her, I do think that do justify you bringing the whole mob a meal, man. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying?
This is a touchy subject right here, dog. I'm gonna tell you why. Right. Because I do understand what you're saying about that. If you still trying to smash on Shawty, you know what I'm saying? Usually what's gonna happen is you're gonna make sure everybody's straight, you know, make sure all the kids straight so they can go on in the room or whatever they're gonna do. But at the same time, no, this is my kid that asked me to bring him something to eat. What if he said, your brother no straight, everybody else great, and his child said, man, fuck them other kids, man, bring me something to eat, Dad.
I mean, it could have been like that. I mean,
you know, it could have been like that. But I'm gonna put you on some real game. No, so the news had came out that obviously this was all fake. It was a skit that she was doing. She has a TikTok page and an Instagram page, and she does these baby mama skits. She only has one child.
Okay.
So all of this shit was
shout out to homegirl. But listen though, shout out to homegirl for going viral off some fake shit though. But this is a real life situation. Let me say this though. What she highlighted though was a real life situation. And she just brought it to the silver YouTube. That, you know, in these Instagram streets. Like, that's all that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, you know, some niggas are faced with, right? Niggas will get with a shorty, and when you get with the shorty, you know she has kids. So if you know she has kids, at that point, once you lock in with her, then you supposed to lock in with the kids too. Now, when you break up with her, I feel depending on the nature of the breakup, that determines how you go forward with the children. Like, if y'all have a bad breakup, or if y'all in a situation to where y'all ain't talking and all that type of shit, then no. I mean, it's like, then it's nothing you could do at that point. But I think if y'all break up, everything's cool, everything's respectful, you was already taking care of the shorty, you know, I mean, yeah, you still gonna have that's that hey, you want some food, or yeah, you want that. But I think the reason why it went viral because it touched a lot of people. It's a lot of women that's
It
probably
did.
dealing with
It
it's a
did.
lot
But
of
bro is
dudes
right though.
probably
But
dealing
bro
with that.
is right. Listen, bro is 100% right. He asked that. He said that one main thing. Where their daddies at? They ain't my kids. I don't have to feed them nothing at all. Point blank. Period. Fuck them kids, man. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
Nobody has to be considerate. That's what it is. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but it's not wrong for him to not consider the other children. It's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Women want men to always be nice and generous. Some men always will be nice and generous because them niggas halfway simps and they don't know how else to get no motherfucking nothing out of woman. So, I feel, bro, though, man, for nobody other kid on damn food, man, fuck I look like, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wouldn't hurt to consider the other kids, but there's nothing wrong with him not. You know what I'm saying? If it was a real life situation, it was nothing wrong with what he did. She was absolutely out of pocket for the whole situation. Somebody she gonna expose the nigga. You just expose yourself, shawty, because nigga chicks is bashing you worldwide. Everybody tearing your ass up. And then it come to find out that this shit was just some BS that you did on your TikTok. I mean, I guess it made it took the pressure off of you a little more because they were roasting your ass. And then you had some chicks out there talking about you better provide for all my other kids. And guarantee you, all them chicks that would sign with her probably by themselves.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that totally. I mean,
you get what you get? Hold on, you get $700 worth of food stamp. 700. Man, you better go on somewhere with that bullshit. You talking about some damn McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? You talking about some damn McDonald's?
Definitely dodged the bullet by saying that, man. What's going on? Who? I'm gonna tell you who looked like they didn't dodge a bullet. Like now, your boy Eric Holder. Because I ain't gonna hold you. And this right here to me is like a suspect move because first off, he would be in protective custody because he's been in protective custody. Right? My man's been in protective custody. Would we say this was an inside job?
This say the holding cell.
I mean, okay, he was in the whole.
When you go to court, bro, you're not in the holding cell by yourself.
Right, but he's such a high profile inmate, though.
He's not.
This is somebody.
He is not a high profile inmate, bro. He killed Nipsey Hussle. He's nothing high. It is nothing high profile about, bro. Period.
But what I'm saying is, they know that niggas trying to get at him, so they know that he's somebody of interest. That if
you gotta hold
they
your
can
own,
get
bro.
him out the way,
you know how to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the way that they took this picture, the way that this looked to me, it felt staged to me. I'm not gonna hold you. Like the way this picture came out and everything like that, it's like to me it just felt staged. It didn't feel genuine. Yeah, I mean it just don't feel genuine, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I see the mark on his face. I understand. That could be anything though. Like, I just don't. Something about this just don't feel right to me. If you know what I'm saying, one of Nipsey Hussle's homeboys who they trying to get to testify. They want him to get on the stand. He not getting on the stand, and this is one of the dudes that carried Nipsey's casket. Was one of the pallbearers and. I don't know. It's like, in a situation, man, when your best man get gunned down right in front of you, right? You take off like jumping Jack Rabbit, and now you ain't willing to even say anything or nothing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, man, if Eric Holder get off, not because he's already admitted that he killed Nipsey Hussle, but they're trying to give him life and the death penalty or, something crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if homie got 10 years, man. because ain't nobody really willing to like, you know, really step up, and it's a lot of murky shit surrounding this situation. You know, like I said, it's something fishy about it though. Some don't, you know, some don't smell right about this one right
Some don't
here.
smell right.
Some don't smell right, man. I'm sorry, man. When I seen how the picture came out, it's like he posed for that. Like, yeah, look how they did to my eye. Like, come on, bro. Like, what? I don't know. Like I said, this, and it's like when you look at dude, like if you look at the original picture, right, of Eric Holder. I'm sorry, like if you look at the original picture, that don't look like Eric Holder, bro. I put the original in that joint a couple pictures up, but that shit don't look like no Eric Holder, bro. They look kind of different, even with the eye, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, because I'm looking at the old Eric Holder, nigga. Them niggas don't look alike. You feel me? Like them niggas don't look alike to me. That's a carbon copy, but them niggas don't look alike. So that's why I said something don't feel right about this whole situation. Maybe that's why they had the blackest eye, because you know what I'm saying? They was like, black your eye up a little bit and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't no telling, man.
Yeah, but you know, another thing, man, that's so crazy. And I don't know. Shout out to, and I know we were talking about this a little bit off air, but the nigga Chris Brown, and I know we had said, you know, his album, it came out. I know you had said it did around 70K. To me, that's a flop for Breezy.
Yeah,
You know,
that first week.
You know, this is the nigga that's supposed to be the next Mike. You know, he was supposed to be the next Michael Jackson. And when you watch this interview that he did, you know, when he did his recent set of interviews, man, homie looked like a junkie, man. He twitching around and can't sit still, and you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of crazy stuff that, you know, he was doing. Like, yeah, you know, like you could tell like that nigga was off a half a hole. You know, like even though he still got his dance moves and shit like that, but it's like, you know, his music, you know, he's still trying to gang bang and, you know, all that type of shit. Like, you know, I mean,
and what his music?
I mean, yeah, just period. You know,
that nigga ain't trying to gang bang. He was saying blood too much, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I mean,
as Chris Brown, Chris Brown,
blood.
Hey, look, Chris Brown got the best album I done heard in 2022, bro. No bullshit. That nigga shit is awesome. It shouldn't have flopped.
You don't feel like it should have flopped?
Nah, it shouldn't have flopped. Man, there's something funny about that, man. I've seen people saying he got too many songs on there. Yeah, he been dropping an album with 20 or more songs. His last album had 46 songs on it. This album got 24 songs on it. And guess what? You might skip 2 of them shits. That shit riding, bro. From the top to the bottom. Chris Brown knows how to make great music. He is a great musician. He is probably the only real R&B artist that we got right now. Chris Brown is really the top dog in R&B. You know, it don't hurt that he can dance and he can still touch the pop fans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as R&B go, shit, man, you ain't got nobody messing with, bro, man. Nobody. Literally.
See, so, I feel like a lot of things derailed his ultimate potential. Obviously, the first thing was the Rihanna situation.
Of course. Definitely.
The second thing is, I think his affiliation with Blood once he started publicly gang banging. And I would say 3, just the drugs, you know. And even though we, you know, the type of drugs he do, allegedly, right? You know, I think with a combination of all 3 of those things is what's derailed his music. You know, he doesn't give you that aura that he once gave you, even though he's still talented. And when you put his catalog,
what aura?
I mean, Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown
make dope music, bro.
He makes dope music, but he don't give you. It's a lot of niggas that make dope music that don't give you that. Oh man, that's, you know, like Breezy used to be Breezy. Now it's just like, nah, man, I don't see that no more.
That nigga's in his bag. He's even better than he's ever been before.
That's a personal opinion, obviously,
Right.
because if you selling
Have you
70,000,
heard that? Have
you
you
done
heard the
fell
nigga
off.
album though?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've heard a little bit of it, but what I'm saying is,
Let me ask you
regardless
something.
of
Will we say Kendrick fell off because he didn't do his projected 400,000? He
no,
only did,
because I always said that Kendrick would do 250, 300, and he almost did 300,000. So I feel like he still put out a situation to where it still almost met those numbers. For Chris Brown not to even sell 100,000 first week is a complete flop.
They should have.
And I think it's a combination of those three things.
This is his second. This is his second CD. So this second lowest selling first week that he done had. So yeah, it's strange, man. But I think we found it strange that somebody else CD had flopped a few weeks ago. I can't remember who it was. It was a rapper. Wasn't Future. It was somebody else. Somebody's shit didn't do good their first week. But
yeah,
I mean,
it is what it is with Breezy. He need to get his blood mate out of jail, man. My nigga Frenchie, it looks like Frenchie from Brick Squad. And this is so funny. I was gonna say this for the fuckery, man, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do him like that. I got somebody else for that. But Frenchie, man, it just looks like that bro just in a bad situation, man. Like it looks like now he's facing up to 25 years for doing a robbery, but not that he just did the robbery. He hit the wrong house. It's like, man, this is what happens when your career fails as a rapper. And this is why rapping is one of the most unstable careers paths that you can ever take, because you can be affiliated. At one point in time, Frenchie was affiliated with one of the hottest groups out the South. You know, so not to be able to leverage that situation into something long term or something more legal and legit, it just goes to show you, man, you get with the homies, you smoking up a bag of weed every day, you popping pills, you know, you doing lean, all that type of shit. And now that the run has been over for almost 10 years, you stuck. You know, Waka was able to make the transition, you know, doing that the EDMs and shit like that. And, you know, but everybody else that was affiliated, you know, either died, went to jail, or, you know, or now you have this. I just think, man, rappers, y'all need to beware, man. Please don't. If you're trying to be a rapper, I know they want you to get face tats as part of y'all starter kits. Y'all gotta hold up on all that type of shit, man. Because this shit ain't really got no run for y'all, man. Now that they done took the CD game away from y'all to where y'all can't make CDs, y'all can't sell shit on independently. Yeah, you can get a stream, but that shit, they robbing niggas on the stream. You better off having them go straight to your YouTube channel, which is almost impossible as well, too. So I don't see a future in this shit, man. You're gonna see a lot of niggas like Frenchie, man. You know what you got to say about Frenchie, man? None, Trav. You don't feel no type of way about Frenchie. You think this is what Frenchie was ultimately going to get?
I don't even know who bro is, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? So I do know. I mean his name. I've heard his name before. I guess he used to meet with Waka Flocka now, but I don't know, bro, man. I hate you hit the wrong house, dude. So what's gonna happen if you broke into the right house?
That is.
I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? How was it the wrong house? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm confused.
Yeah. I think this is a situation, man. You know, I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. I think another crazy situation, man. Let's move on from Frenchie. But you can scroll up in our search. We got Steven Jackson, right? Now Steven Jackson made the news this week because obviously he went to O Block, right? And you know, and he got a lot of backlash because of the message he was delivering. Like, yeah, nigga, you know, you need to check in. You know, I got all my Jews on. Basically, I'm in the heart of O Block. You You know, let's listen what he talking about.
Yeah. A lot of y'all niggas been whole block pulling up, taking pictures. Where we at?
Tell them how they coming.
We're in the middle of it.
Middle.
Fuck you mean, nigga? Y'all pull up and take pictures and y'all not allowed to. And one thing about it, if you're a real one, you don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of old block.
Where you at?
You see the hoop?
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of old block, nigga. Fuck you mean? Listen, man.
Where the people's be, you know what I'm saying? Where the real people's be, man.
Shit you can't pay for. No rap cap. Shit you can't pay for. Fuck you mean? We really out here. Old block. Shot Town, nigga. Rest in peace, King Vaughn, nigga. We in the middle of old block, ain't we? Quit playing, man.
I mean, I'm kind of
everywhere. You never there.
Well, no. Let me elaborate on that. Let me elaborate on this, man, real quick. First off, we got Steven Jackson got to be about 45, maybe 46 years old. I want to say about 46 years old. And you go in the O block, and it's like, what was the point of you kind of putting that shit out there? Like, okay, you was out there supposedly, you know, you guys was donating or whatever. I know why you was really out there. You probably just had to go get a bag of some good za, or you know what I'm saying, to really tap in, because you is a smoker. We know that. But you know what I'm saying, you took the time, instead of delivering a message of, I'm in the heart of O Block, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving these young brothers opportunities and stuff like that, and we gonna link up and we gonna put together some real stuff, and we gonna renovate this, you know, area. None of that. You talking about checking in, and you know, this is what a nigga need to do, and this is how we need to move. And you getting validated by people that can be your kids. You seeking validation, and also it perpetuates for the niggas that are in their late 30s to, oh man, shit, we can keep going with this shit. Like, because if you think about it now more than ever, you have a transition to where young adults are not transitioning to full grown men now until they get into their 50s. You know, everybody's holding on to a little bit of their childhood, and this is the prime example of it. And you know what's so funny? This type of situation wouldn't even have been accepted, like, I want to say 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas would be like, man, you corny, man, you old head. And it's like, now it's kind of like the braggadocious, yo, I'm in the hood, you know, that type of lingo is kind of accepted. You know, you got a nigga that's a multi-millionaire. Steven Jackson is like worth like $20 million or some shit like that. Like, this man has made some serious coin in his NBA career. So, you know, for him to be in the middle of the project selling what to them? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's in the middle of the project selling what to them? Giving them hope for what? That you need to check in when you get my age, young nigga. Like, when you get M's and you up, you got to make sure you come back to the projects and check in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, but this is the image, but then the backlash he got off of it, right? Because, you know, he got serious backlash from this. His response was, well, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was there, you know, we gave out, you know, certain shit, and they were doing, but this is the message though that you put out though. You didn't put out that message. The message you put out was, yo, I'm checking in, I'm doing this is how we mobbing. You know, come, you know, when you in Chicago, come check in the O Block. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. He, like, all we doing is selling ignorance, man, on top of ignorance, bro. Like, it's just a double burger of this shit. Like, all these old heads, man, niggas that's getting up there now, it's like, should be preaching wisdom and like coming back, really blessing the city. Like, there's no way you got all these millionaires on top of millionaires living in their mansions and shit like that, got butlers and all that shit, and want to come back to the hood, sell the hood to the hood, right? Because they back in the hood. They ain't taking the hood out to where they at, where they mansions and all that shit at. They trying to sell the hood, and the hood love it. You feel me? Like to me, man, it's just crazy, man. When I look at this shit, you know, and Steven Jackson need to be ashamed of himself, man. And I fuck with Steven Jackson, but I just feel that, like, yo, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should hold yourself accountable. Like, yo, yeah, I gave off the wrong message. I was high, probably on some side. You know, you was kicking it. It's all good. Like, because we all got that youthness about ourselves. Like, you know, like I said, so it's all good. But just to put out that message and you want to record and all that shit, I ain't saying you can't go chop it up with niggas when you in the hood. I'm not saying that. When really, if you would have got robbed or some bullshit would have happened to you, you got about at least $50,000 worth of Jews, huh?
What's the flex? I mean, what's the flex though about going on O Block? I don't understand.
I have no
that
clue,
shit,
bro. Like, why these niggas
It's
hold these? It's just a neighborhood, bro.
It's a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the
It's
flex?
O Blocks
man?
in every hood across America. And these niggas go to O Block like it's just like some like O Block need to, for real, they need to just have it to where you can come. They need to make money off of it, bro. They need to make it an official tourist site. And the young niggas need to police their neighborhood. Like, nigga, no shootings, no nothing. Nigga, we're bringing celebrities through here all day. Nigga, we're going to have celebrity basketball games. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we going to have going. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we going to have.
Your audio, you blanked out, folks. I'm having. Probably touched your mute button.
No, I was just okay. You hear me now?
Yeah.
So that right there in itself, man, is really what the message he giving off, man. You ain't giving off hope. You giving off like, yo, man, this is what you got to look forward to. Get a couple dollars, come back to the projects, and just holler. That's pretty much what my man did right there. You know what I mean? Just holler. You feel me? So what's up with this? I know it was earlier in the week, man. But what's up with the BET awards?
Man, I have no idea, bro. I did not tune in to the BET
awards.
I ain't watching.
Your man was looking real weirdish.
Who?
Kanye West, man. Like, first off, man, you come on stage, and I got one of the photos in the log. You come on stage, and you got on I'm talking about, first off, it's on the West Coast, right? And you got on a all black, just, you know, and this was during the Diddy tribute. So now you talking and everything, and you masked up, all black everything on, black boots, fucking biker gloves. Like, what makes this, and I don't know if he's trying to do it to make a statement anymore. What makes this cool? And also, if a person like this is gonna run for the you know what I'm saying, like the president of the United States, where the fuck are we at as a country? Why don't we have like a leader that can rise up during the ranks and expire and be just a normal human being? Like this shit right here, man, gotta go, bro. You just looking weird. What do you mean? What's wrong with it? This man has. That man has on a
jacket.
A jacket. He's totally masked up.
COVID precautions.
Man, COVID precautions, my ass, bro. Ain't no COVID precautions for that, bro. Like, this right here, you know, and then you speaking. It's one thing if you just sitting out in the crowd, you know, whatever the case may be. But this right here, this is not, I just don't see the sense in this, you know, at all. I just don't.
I mean, it's Kanye being Kanye, you know. I don't think we pay attention to Kanye because of fashion. Not no more anyway, unless you buying some Yeezys. Kanye don't care, man. Man, like, man, I got all the money in the world, dog. I can pretty much do whatever I want to do. You know? Because whatever I wear is going to influence people that want to put that on. Next thing you know, if that jacket is up for sale, somebody's gonna buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean,
Kanye.
That's Kanye being Kanye, but at the same time, yeah, please, man, just go back to being the old Kanye. Not as far as like the Jews and all like that, but just be, somebody, man, that can inspire and lead, man. Not this. This is like to me borderline clownish. You know what I'm saying? Like you up there, you can barely breathe in that mask. Like you talking, you sucking air through cloth. Like, come on, man. At least have your mouth open, man. like I just didn't understand the logic of that at all. But like you said, it's Kanye, whatever,
Kanye, man. I think with him, you're not supposed to understand the logic. You feel me?
Yeah, I thought I did, but now I don't.
You see it, and it is what it is, man.
Also, man, prayers go out to our brother Shaka Zulu, man, who is recovering from a shooting that obviously happened out in Buckhead. They keep saying, he's unstable, he's in critical. I mean, he's still in the hospital. I don't know what this was. Maybe it was, I don't know if it was somebody just trying to shoot at him specifically, or is this somebody, what I'm saying, that was trying to just, he was just wrong place, wrong time type situation.
Yeah, ain't no telling. Probably was at the wrong spot. Somebody died in this shooting, though. It wasn't him, though. So I don't know, but I mean, in the words of what's your boy Rico from Pain and Full, niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right.
right. He's getting shot every day, man. That is the truth. You know what I mean? But when it comes to, I just think when it comes to certain things, now you got to watch even where you go eat, where you go celebrate at, where you choose to go gather at, because you don't know when that shit might go down. So that's why I'm glad that it's legal now to kind of move around with your hammer, because you never know when you might have to defend yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. You never know, and that's the scary thing about it, man. But that's just the world we live in now, man. But I had to save this, and I know when we get into these fuckeries, man, it's crazy. But I kind of had to save this situation, for what I'm saying, like that. Just I feel like this is the most dumbest thing that both of them can actually do when it comes to the fuckery, man. And it's the homie Miles Bridges, man. And I'm salty because I really felt that, like, yo, he was really gonna get the bag. He's a great player. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the Cavs to go try to make a move for him. But for him to be involved in a domestic violence situation just 2 to 3 days before the start of free agency, and now be charged with a felony domestic. And then the child's mother, obviously, she's posting on the gram. She can't wait. She wants to tell the world of this what happened. This man is literally forked away over $100 million in guaranteed money. He won't even sniff. He'll probably have to sign a 1-year contract, because now Jordan is not going to give him the bag. I don't even know what to say about this, man.
For Charlotte, he finna go play for Charlotte.
Yeah, he's already with Charlotte.
Oh, okay. I mean,
this dude is obviously, and this is a situation where him wanting to be a rapper, him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's living both sides. And like normally athletes that live both sides, it doesn't go well. Like your gift that God gave you was you playing basketball. Like you playing basketball is what got everybody to know who you were. You playing basketball is what's going to change your family's life and generations to come. Like this is what your talents are. You know
so
what
happened, Donnie? Did they forfeit the dude contract or something?
I mean, You're not gonna get like he was in line for a max contract extension. But obviously, with this happening right before free agency, of course he's not going to get the max bag. He's going to get something very smaller than that. And allegedly, or I'm even going to say, speculation is that it's going to be something, you know, maybe like a 1-year deal or something, or whatever. It's not going to be, you know, what he thought he was going to once get. But what's so crazy is for the woman, though, and I'm not saying she shouldn't have came out, but for you to do this right before this man goes and gets the bag, like he's literally about to go sign, you know, I would assume $100 million at least contract. I mean, you got to figure Darius Garland from my Cleveland Cavaliers got $193 million coming off his rookie contract. So Miles Bridges was going to get 100 plus million, 120, 130. So you about to get 120, 130 million dollars, and now you have a felony domestic violence on your hands. All I can do is just shake. All I can do is just shake my head. Yeah. My young brothers, we gotta wake up. But when you watch him on YouTube, he rapping. It look like he's sipping lean out the cup. It's just all that stuff to me just catch up with you, man, because you live in that lifestyle. And when you live in that lifestyle, you know, allegedly it was a lot of stuff going on in their relationship. So I just feel like it was a bad time for all this to come out. Let's just say that. It was a horrible time, like the worst possible time for this to come out. Like I said, I easily lost over $100 million and probably won't never get it back. That's the sad thing about it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think they'll let him play?
I mean, he's going to get suspended. Definitely will get suspended, probably for the whole year, maybe. You know, who knows, man? They're cracking down a lot on all this type of stuff. So who knows how this is going to end up playing out, but him getting the bag is over, you know? So, and that's the sad thing about it. You know what I mean? But that's why I had to give you the fuckery, man. And because this right here, you fucked yourself out of, I've never seen nobody fuck themselves out of this much bread.
Yeah, that's
guaranteed money. Guaranteed money. But, man, you know, we appreciate y'all, man, who made it all the way through, man, and got to check us out, man, on this July 4th. Y'all make sure, man, y'all eat y'all barbecue, man. Just y'all, you know what I'm saying, stay safe, fireworks, the whole nine. Don't blow no thumbs off. Trav, let them know where they can tap in with us at.
All your streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Obviously, YouTube, man, y'all make sure y'all go tap that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to turn on the post notifications so you know when we get active. Also, make sure y'all follow us on all of our social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that, man. Y'all check us out.
Make sure y'all always check us out, man, and make sure y'all keep us locked. Y'all thank y'all for coming through. Checking out the DeadBolt niggas, man, like how we put it down, man. Fuck with us every week. We're going to be dropping new content. Get with us. DeadBolt, go.